Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mary, and today I'm going to be going over some of my March reading plans. So this year already, I've read over 50 books, which is a ton, and honestly, I'm not getting burned out, but I would like to slow down. I feel like I'm kind of rushing to finish things, and that's almost a book a day. I'm reading through a lot, and a lot of that is because I read so many audiobooks, but in March, I would like to take a chill pill. I would like to relax. I would like to read less, perhaps. If I could get down to reading 15 books this month instead of 29, that would be great. So with that said, I am hoping to prioritize some rereads in March. I would like to reread The Start of Me and You by Emery Lord. I would also like to read The Map from Here to There by Emery Lord, which is the sequel follow-up book to this. This is a YA contemporary romance, I guess. And it's about a girl whose first boyfriend died a year before the book starts. And she's just trying to get back out there into the world. She wants to join a club. She wants to talk to her crush. And she feels really guilty about this because obviously her first boyfriend died, but also they were in 8th grade. So it wasn't like she was desperately in love with this boy, but it just put her in kind of an odd spot. You know what I mean? So that's what that book is about. I read this for the first time a few years ago and really enjoyed it. So I'm excited to finally pick up the sequel and read that. And I hopefully will be getting to both of those in March. I also would like to reread The Swimmers. This is a really short book. I actually wanted to reread this in February and I just haven't gotten to it yet. If you saw I don't even know what video it was, but I did a vlog where I talked about all the different reading spreads that I have in my reading journal, and a lot of them are based off of books that I would like to reread this year. February was based off this book. March is based off of The Start of Me and You. So hopefully I will be getting to this one. It's super short, so I'm hoping that I can reread it. Another book that I didn't think to bring down here that I've actually started my reread of, but I have kind of put on hold because I'm frantically trying to finish a bunch of things from my library that will return if I don't finish them, is Saint X by Alexis Shaken. And so I'm rereading that. That's a mystery thriller about, it's kind of a mystery thriller. It's a literary mystery thriller, if that makes sense. But it's based on the true crime story of the girl who was murdered in the Caribbean when she was on vacation with her family. And I think that's still unresolved. They don't know what happened. There's a theory that it was another boy that was vacationing there. There's a theory that it was someone who worked at the resort, etc. This is it's the same type of story, but they're somewhere in the Caribbean, and the main character is the younger sister of the girl who gets killed, and she's 8 when this thing happens. So you start out when she's 8 and this thing happens, and then now I don't know exactly how old she is in the future version. She might be 30, and she's just trying to figure out her life. She changed her name after this whole thing happened because her name was in the press so much, so she started going by her middle name. There's a Hulu series based on this, and I would like to finish the book so I can watch the Hulu series, so that's definitely on my list of things to read in March. Also, a classic that I've been wanting to reread. Honestly, I wanted to reread this in December, but I just didn't get to it. East of Eden. I have a lot of books that I want to reread, by the way. I know I've mentioned a bunch already that I haven't reread, and I mentioned a bunch last year that I didn't end up getting to. I do want to reread East of Eden. I don't know if March will be the month that I do it. It's pretty long, but I loved this book when I first read it, and I just want to pick it up again. East of Eden is a classic about a family. It's a family story being retold over time. It's kind of a biblical allegory, but it's primarily focusing on this one family, and it's Adam Trask, this girl Kathy. So you get her backstory. She's got kind of a tragic backstory, and then they have 2 sons that are twins, and then Kathy leaves when the twins are babies, basically. And it's about Adam and these 2 boys whose names I'm not gonna remember. What are they? Aaron and Cal, is that right? It's been a while, but I do want to reread that. I've heard that they're making a new either miniseries or movie starring Florence Pugh as Kathy. I love Florence Pugh, so if they do that, I'd be very excited to watch it, but I do want to reread that book. It's been a couple years since I've read it, and I really enjoyed it the last time I picked it up. Other than that, I'm focusing on mood reading, and March is basically what I want to do, because I've been getting a lot of holds in for my library and having to sort of push them back because there's other things that I feel I've needed to read because I've been forcing myself to read certain things. In February, I really focused on reading books for readathons that I was participating in, and I've really focused on reading romance. And not that I don't love romance, but there have been a lot of holds that I've been getting in that I've been having to return and put back on hold from my library just because I haven't had time to read all of them. And I'm still I'm gonna try to not have more than 6 books on my device at a time because it just gets so overwhelming for me, and I'm just really stressing myself out for no reason because this is just a hobby. And also I don't have to read anything. It's gonna be fine. So that's my biggest plan for March, is to mood read. I want to physically take more time and read more physical books. which means I don't want to be just like sitting in my room listening to audiobooks, which is what I've been doing a lot of the time. And like other times, I like listening to an audiobook when I'm getting ready in the morning. I like listening to an audiobook when I'm cooking dinner. I like listening to an audiobook when I'm driving to work. Like those are fine times to listen to an audiobook, but I don't want to be like sitting on the couch listening to an audiobook just for no reason. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know if you do, but that's what I've sort of been doing. And it's like kind of exhausting. So yeah, I want to focus on my physical reads. I want to do some rereading. I want to like just enjoy my life for a little bit and hopefully get outside. I'm hoping the weather will be nicer. It's supposed to be really nice this week. And I'm just wanting to like not be in my house listening to audiobooks. Although if I want to go on a walk, I shouldn't say that, my dog's right there. But if I want to go and listen to an audiobook while I do that, that is great. But yeah, those are my reading plans for March. Not a whole lot concrete, thank God. I'm just going to try to enjoy myself. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of the books that I've talked about and how you felt about them if you have. Also, let me know what your reading plans are for March. Are you mood reading? Do you have a TBR? What's going on? Is there a readathon happening? I'm not doing anything. Realmathon might be going on in March, but I don't know. I've seen videos with a title relating to Realmathon. I have not watched them. I hope that makes sense. But I don't know. Let me know what you're doing in March. I would love to hear it. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's nice and short because I'm not making a lot of concrete plans for myself, but I just wanted to put this out there. This is what I'm doing in March. At the end of March, we'll see how it went, and I will like let you know what I'm planning on reading for April. I think April is when Magical Readathon happens, so I have a feeling I will have more of a strict TBR. I'll be following prompts, and if that is going to happen, it's called Aurelium now. Sorry, I shouldn't call it Magical Readathon. I think she renamed it. But I plan on participating in that tentatively. We're going to just see how March goes and see how I'm feeling. But this is my attempt to not burn out this year. Will it happen? I don't know. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you would like to, you can subscribe to my channel just to follow along and see how things are going. And I do post 2 videos a week on here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!